We were 5 minutes into the trip and she had slammed on the brakes quickly to stop from hitting another car in front of us. And then from there on, she was driving erratically, high rates of speed, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, accelerating, slamming on the brakes, just very erratically. And then she would swerve over into the passing lane, and then she would go off of the berm onto the rumble strips, and it would make the rumble noise, and then she would overcompensate her steering back into the passing lane. She just couldn't stay in one lane or the other, but very erratic driving. We were in the driver's lane when we became very concerned, when her driving got to the point of pretty much unacceptable. And a truck was coming onto the turnpike on an on-ramp, and then another one was passing us, and she kept speeding up, which was something that she was normally doing before. She didn't like to be passed. She would always speed up, and the person coming on the on-ramp wasn't merging, and then they wouldn't slow down, and the truck next to us wouldn't slow down, so we were kind of getting sandwiched in, and I have no idea how we didn't keep from getting smashed, but it was, no contact was made, but it was as close as you could possibly get.
Yeah, I was sitting in the front of the bus facing towards the rear of the bus, and so I'm watching traffic kind of from the sides of the bus, and it had been going back and forth. We were hitting rumble strips hard, across the lane hard, real coming close to a couple tractor trailers that were passing us, till either a lane end or a merge point. I wasn't exactly sure how to tell, and we were three trucks wide on 2 lanes of road, one truck completely in the berm, and at that point a low boy in front of us was very slow and we were going very fast, and the brakes came to nearly a complete lock, if not a complete lock. At that point, that's when we knew it was getting real bad, and James, he got up and he said, "Let's go." And at that point, my fiance and my brother was trying to get up to head towards the front of the bus. She appeared unresponsive. There were some other people asking her to please pull the bus over. Got out of the situation with the 3 trucks like that, and all of a sudden we're like, just pull over, we need to pull over now. And the accelerator went on hard, and at that point everybody got extremely scared, and that's when James jumped into action.
We were verbally prompting her to pull over to the side of the road, or there was one other rest area that we were asking her to pull off. We were pleading her. Some people were screaming at her. Others of us were just trying to talk to her calmly so that she wouldn't panic and do something abrupt. And we were saying, just please pull off to the road. You know, people are scared. We want to make sure you're okay. But then when it got to the point where the trucks were closing in on us, people were yelling. They were saying, pull this bus over, stop, get the bus pulled over. And she wasn't responding. Her facial expressions, she wasn't responding. She wasn't saying anything back. And then James got up out of his seat and just took action. He just went up and took the wheel, straightened the bus out, and the traffic was stopped in front of us. We were accelerating down a hill. She just pegged that gas pedal to the floor, and we were accelerating at a high rate, and he just went up and grabbed the wheel, and I was holding on and he was holding on, and there was a girl in the center aisle, and we were all holding on to each other, and just kind of, he slammed on the brakes and that bus just stopped, but we all thought that we were going to nail the traffic ahead of us, and it was a tractor trailer low boy, so we got very lucky.
Well, I think everybody that realized what he did down there is extremely appreciative. You know, it could have been a real bad situation. Nobody got hurt, and I think everybody's very appreciative of him. He helped us all.